try new things in 2026 and saying, God, I have no idea how to do this. I'm stuck, I'm confused, I'm sad. The amount of DMs or comments or things I get from people that say like, I want 2026 to be a year where you take risks in yourself, that is when everything changed for me. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Cindy Sember, for those of you who do not know me. In this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys how I started my online fitness coaching business. I am so excited to share about this because this is a new thing for me, but it's also been such a journey. So I wanna share with you guys what it looks like, why I'm doing it, and what to expect from my content from here on out. I also want to share some lessons along the way that can hopefully help you guys if you're trying to start something new in 2026, or you just need some confidence going into a new year. Hopefully this video will help you with that. So for those of you who don't know me on here, a lot of you probably do if you're subscribed. Speaking of which, if you're not subscribed, go subscribe. But a little bit about me is I have been an athlete for about half of my life now. So fitness has been a huge part of my life for a while. And a lot of what made fitness such an powerful thing for me were my coaches. So my coaches made a huge difference in my life, and I didn't really recognize that until I got older. I was really shaped by the people who were with me along the way in my sports, or even the people who supported me on my sporting journey. So I've invested time and energy into having other people help me, and that's exactly why I have become so intrigued with the idea of doing that myself for other people. So when I was about 15 years old, I started track and field. It's been such an amazing experience, but to be honest with you, I would not be in the position I'm in today if I hadn't had a coach tell me to continue, because I had a limiting belief that I just wasn't able to do good things. And I'm so grateful that I didn't listen to myself in that scenario, because had I done that, your girl wouldn't be here talking about fitness. She probably would be talking about something else or doing a completely different thing. And so I'm just so happy to have had coaches. And so now I'm learning what I've learned in my experience as an athlete, but now as a certified trainer to help other women reach their fitness goals. So become fit, but also a big portion for me is my faith. And so I'm incorporating that into my coaching, which is such a dream for me. And I'm just so excited about that. So another reason coaching was something that was really intriguing for me is that I'm a natural educator. So I went to school for teaching. I have a teaching certification. So went to university for that, learned how to work in a classroom, how to work with younger kids, and I enjoyed like learning how to take a situation and make it understandable for somebody else. And that's just been something I've always worked on, and I kind of feel has always been a natural gift for me. And so I knew that I had this like teacher coach in me, but I didn't know how I could use that in a way that kind of meshed other gifts such as athletics and fitness. I just found that fitness coaching really merged the two, and it's just been a dream to kind of like see that this can be a reality for me, and I'm just so excited about it. So what I'm doing with this program is I am helping women who are in a place where they feel like they don't have a solution to the problem. They're high achieving, very similar to me. They know they have goals, they know they can do more and they can achieve more, but they just don't have the systems in place to do it. And they really just need accountability. And that's exactly where I was when I was starting off in track, starting off with professional life, starting off as a businesswoman. I actually have a coach right now who's coaching me as a fitness coach. So I've always been a firm believer that having people in your corner to help you do something you've never done is something that is so important. It makes a huge difference. And I promise you, I would not be an Olympic athlete, a professional athlete, if I hadn't had people along the way coaching me, giving me advice, supporting me, whatever that is. But I'm gonna be honest with you, there were so many things that made me so nervous to do this. And I'm gonna go a little bit into that because our limiting beliefs will truly paralyze us if we're not careful. Like if we don't trust the process, trust the Lord, like really believe that we can do great things, then we won't. And so I've actually had this idea for probably 6-7 years now, where I was like, okay, I know I'm meant to teach in some way. I know I'm meant to encourage, but not just encourage, actually, you know, work with people. But I never thought I was able to do that because I was like, well, I'm just an athlete. People don't really care what I have to say. They just want to see me run. They want to see my results. And so I was kind of fearful to put my coach hat on or my teacher hat on in a sense, because I just felt like I could only be in one lane. And so I want this video to serve as a reminder that you can be multi-passionate. You can have multiple things you're good at and things you do without cornering yourself into one identity, because that's what I've done for so many years. I've been really scared to put myself out there. And honestly, the first thing that really got me to thinking about kind of having my own business was starting YouTube, believe it or not. So what I'm doing now is I've started just like, okay, let me just start inspiring online and start like sharing my experiences. And when I tell you, even YouTube was the hardest thing for me to start. Like I did not want to. I was like, God, I feel called to this, but I'm good. I don't feel like I speak well. I would stutter whenever I wanted to explain things. I never felt like I was very articulate. I always just had like this insecurity around speaking. And so the Lord's like, no, this is exactly why I want you to do this, because I want you to step out of your comfort zone and rely on me to give you that strength. And I'm just so grateful I'm like leaning more into that now. But yeah, had I never started YouTube, like I don't think I would start what I'm doing now, because YouTube opened up doors and showed me like, hey, you have a voice. You have a voice that's meant to be heard, and you have experiences that could benefit so many other people. Because the amount of DMs or comments or things I get from people that say like, hey, what you shared about this or how you explained that, I never thought about it that way, has really changed my perspective. Because I used to think that everybody understood what I believed. Like, you know, in your head, you know something so well, it's become so routine for you that you forget that other people could use your skill set or the things you know to benefit themselves as well. At the moment I just started embracing that and like using my gifts to not only just glorify the Lord, which is my #1 goal, but also to serve, that is when everything changed for me. Let this serve as your reminder to try new things in 2026. I'm really excited about this new venture. If you're somebody who is constantly telling yourself you can't do something, somebody who always believes that you're not good enough or worthy enough to do anything, you're going to start taking on that belief as truth. And that's not the truth, okay? You are meant for more. Like, we are all capable of doing things in this world. It's just a matter of finding out what that uniqueness is. Honestly, we all have a calling and we all need to step into that calling. And that's not to say that the calling is gonna feel great all the time or it's gonna be perfect or you're gonna enjoy every single day. Not to even say it's not gonna be hard, because when I tell y'all, not only have I had so much hardship in the track world, this new business thing has been hard, okay? However, if you stay the course and you trust the process, you will start to see fruit. And I'm starting to see it, although still very new. I'm starting to see a lot of fruit from it. So I'm just really excited. But I also wanna say that I've gotten my personal trainer certification, and that's really helped me feel more qualified in a sense. However, I could have probably taught without that. Like, I honestly, sometimes I was telling myself, I need the certification, I need to go to school, I need to learn this, I need to learn that. And while all that stuff is necessary, like, you're not gonna just trust any doctor to do anything if they didn't go to school, medical school, right? But I will say there's something to be said about your own personal experience and just living out your life and using that as a way to help others. And that's something I'm leaning more into this year of like, yes, I have my certification. Yes, I went to school for this, but those things aren't the reason I'm doing what I'm doing. Those aren't the reasons I'm even qualified. I'm qualified because the Lord has given me a gift, and I believe in my heart of hearts that I have something to share. And so it's been fun. And another reason that I am so excited about doing it online is that it gives me the flexibility to travel and do other things while still coaching. And so I've been coaching on the side as an athlete for a few years now. So I started coaching in like 2019, just like other athletes who needed help. And I've loved that. And it's been really cool to see athletes like, you know, do well or set their personal bests as I've helped them. But I am really excited to take this online because it gives me the flexibility to touch more people or help people who are in different areas than I'm in. I'm actually working with people overseas at the moment, and it's been really cool to do that. Another thing that I'm really passionate about is just not only helping athletes, but helping women who are on journeys with fitness, because some people didn't grow up with sports. And although I do have a sports background, I can understand it being hard to stay consistent in the fitness world if you didn't ever have structure. And so my goal is to make people understand like it can be fun, even if you're not training for something like crazy, or you know, you really just want to steward your body properly and like have a system that makes sense. So my new program is called Faithfully Elite One-on-One Coaching. Essentially, it helps faith-filled women build strength and lose fat, all while keeping God at the center of their fitness journey. I have learned that doing things on my own without the Lord involved has been harder than it needs to be. I never used to understand how God wants to help us along our path until I started asking him and saying, God, I have no idea how to do this. I'm stuck, I'm confused, I'm sad, I need your help. That's when I started seeing him move. And the moment we give him space to do that is the moment we will see progress. But also in that realm, there is systems in place in this program that kind of give structure as to what helps people see progress in their bodies and in their fitness. And so I'm just really excited to merge what I've learned over the years into a system that helps people really achieve their goals. So if that's something you're interested in, I'll leave the link to the application in my description and we can get the ball rolling for you. But yeah, that's kind of the gist as to what I'm up to and what life's been like. So I've been kind of busy. That's also why I have been a little inconsistent on YouTube recently. I have a coach who's helping me. So she has a coaching group of other clients that are also on the same journey as me. And we've been going through modules, we have courses, we have, you know, calls we make a couple times a week. So it's been a little bit of a busy season for me learning all this stuff. But I will say doing this and investing in myself in this way has made a difference. So in 2026, remember, it's okay to invest in yourself. It's okay to take risks. It's okay to try new things. And also, not being afraid to fail. That's the biggest thing I want you to take away from this video, is trying something new and being okay with the discomfort of it, but also being okay with it not working out the way you may plan. I want 2026 to be a year where you take risks in yourself, in a business if that's what you want to do, or in just your life in general, with friendships or with people, or shoot your shot. Not just like with a relationship, but shoot your shot with yourself. Like, just take a risk and see what happens. And honestly, you may just find so much joy in it. In 2017, about almost 9 years ago when I started YouTube, I never thought that I would enjoy YouTube as much as I do. I never thought that I would want to be speaking. And now I'm like, I turn on a camera and I'm just like, all right, let's get talking. I didn't even script this video. So when I tell you, like, you will surprise yourself in the middle of it all, you will. So that's a little bit about me. And lastly, I just want to share about like what this means with my content. Just be prepared for more content with workout videos, more what I eat in the day. It's kind of similar to what I've been doing with track content. A lot of it now is going to be shifted towards more educational, a little bit more about my story too. So I'll do more like life updates like this. I'm also going to be starting a series called Christ Chat, so I can share with you guys more about what I'm learning in my whole faith journey. That's been a huge part of me, and I just feel so called to share more on that as well, because that's a root of like my life. And I think there's so many lessons that I've learned that hopefully can help you as well through just trusting the Lord with your life. So yeah, if any of that sounds good to you, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know what you guys enjoy seeing from me this year. Do you like the behind the scenes? Do you like the talking heads like this? Do you enjoy like, you know, tutorials where I show you a workout like with you? Like, just let me know and I'll produce more of that content in 2026. But I hope this video encouraged you. If it did, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment on one goal you want to do this year, whether it's start a business, start your fitness journey, start whatever. Like, let me know what it is, because we all have something to work on. Make sure to subscribe for more future content, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.